How much do you need to start a catfish farm in 2025? Now, we've had a lot of questions here. People ask, they want to go into the fish farming and how much do they need to start the farm? So what will be the cost for them if they want to start a catfish farm? Now, you can see in this video, we are in the farm and someone will ask, okay, how much was the setup of this farm? How much will you need to run the farm till maybe when you stock and until when you harvest? So we are doing a breakdown cost in this video on the starting of a catfish farm, the materials you need, the feed you need, the fish you need to buy, and all other costs, other expenses, and also we'll do the breakdown on your estimated profit. Is it a profitable venture in 2025 to go into? So this is what this video is set to address. Hello guys, and welcome to the Catfish Farm Services. Now, in this video today, like we mentioned earlier, we're going to do a breakdown course. So it's a practical video. So you have to get your pen, get your jotter ready because we are doing some calculations in this video. Now, we are talking about the catfish farm business, and in every business one wants to venture into, you have to look at, is it a profitable venture for you to do? Now, so many persons have made their plans in 2025 to go into one business or the other. And maybe scrolling through YouTube, you come across this video and you say, okay, should I go into the fish farming? You're welcome. So at the end of this video, you'll be able to know if this is a profitable venture for you to start in 2025. Now, the first thing for you to know if you want to go into the fish farming is the cost implication that we are doing in this video. So you need your ponds. Like you see, we have ponds here, and the ponds comes in various sizes, various types. We have the earthen pond, the trampoline pond, the concrete pond. This is an example of the trampoline pond. Now, each of these ponds has their own peculiar costs and also their peculiar areas where they function better. So, but for this video, we are going to be working with the trampoline pond since this is what we have on the farm. Now, we have various videos here. We've done the setup for the earthen pond, the concrete pond. You can also go through those videos in the description. You see the link and watch them and also learn about different kinds of pond they have on the fish farming. Now, bear in mind that any pond you have, maybe you can be a current fish farmer, you can want to go into it and you have a pond that you want to go into the earthen pond. Now, that does not change the cost we are doing today. So for a fish farmer that wants to start and maybe you have a budget in mind to start the business, now first you need to know you have a space where you site your pond. You need water. Water is an important aspect of the business because you can see them, they are always in the water. So after you've secured the water, you've treated your water, you've tested your water. For those that have not done their water test, you can also check on the description. There's a link to get the easy to use water test kit. So I'll just pin the picture of the water test kit in this video. You can see it. You can place an order for it and you can use it to test your water. So once you've done and you can ascertain that the water parameters are okay for a healthy fish growth, then you are good to go. Now the next thing to get is your pond. Now for those for the trampoline pond, this is a 10 by 10, 4 feet trampoline pond. Now the complete setup of this pond for one in 2025 is 250,000. So in this calculation today, we are doing for somebody that wants to just do 1,000. You want to start with 1,000. If you want to do 10,000, it's just to do the mass times 10. If you want to do 5,000 times 5, if you want to do 2,000 times 2 of the calculation we are doing in this video. So this is a 10 by 10, 4 feet, and it goes for a 250,000. The complete setup, the trampoline, the rod, the piping, the outflow. So just the complete pond is 250. So, and this can take a maximum of 700. So for you to get the efficiency, so that you don't overstock it, we can work with 500 each. So for 1,000, you need 2 of it. Now this will enable you to do your sorting effectively, to sort well. So you need 2 of these ponds. So the 2 of them will go for 500. Now the next thing for you to get is the seed, which is your juvenile. The seed, which is maybe the fingerling, but I advise farmers go for the juvenile. So the current price of juvenile is around 19 naira per one. So 1,000 is 90,000. So we'll add it to the 500,000 we use in setting up the pond. Now bear in mind, we didn't include the cost of buying the land, we didn't include the cost of maybe setting the borehole, because we know you can want to do this in the back of your house, maybe your backyard as a backyard farming. You already have a borehole in your house, you already have the land, so you're not paying for those costs. Now, after getting the seed, the next cost is the feed. Now, the feed accounts for close to 70% or more of the cost in running the farm. Now, also bear in mind that the fish are what they eat. So it's more like the garbage in and garbage out. What you feed them is what they give you in terms of the body weight. So after you've gotten your feed, and for the 1,000, they will need 67 bags of feed. 67 bags of feed to take this 1,000 juvenile you bought to the table size. They will need the 67 bags. So each of those bags comes in 15 kg. So the mass here is 15 kg times 67 bags. So you're getting around 1,005 kg of weight of feed you've bought for them. Now, when you feed them, they give you around 850, 900 body weight bag. So that means for every 1,000, you need 57 bags of feed. Now, the cost of feed, it ranges based on the company producing it, the size of the feed, and different. So we have the Nigerian feed and we have the foreign feed too. But we'll look at the cost range from, for the Nigerian feed, around 35 to 24,000. For the 2 mm to the 9 mm. So that's the range of the cost. So we'll take the average of around 27,000. So for the 67 bags of feed you're about to spend, for the 27,000 each of them will give us around 1.5 million 67,000. So that's what it will give us, approximately that amount. So we'll just let's round it up to 1.6 million, because you have to pay the cost of logistics for this from the warehouse you are buying the feed to your farm. So now we are spending 1.6 for feed. We'll spend 500,000 to get 2 ponds, which is 2.1 million currently. And you buy your seed, 90,000. Maybe the cost of logistics, 10,000. That means 2.2 million you spent for just 1,000 fish, including the trampoline pond. Now, the next expenses you have to be doing in your farm, you need to be changing their water. So you need lights, maybe electricity. You need to get a gen, you need to fuel the gen that will be giving you the water. So that means there is a cost for that. If you are doing a one-time farm, you are not employing the staff, so you are not paying salaries. With good management practices, you don't encounter disease outbreaks, so you are not buying medications. For the good management practices, we have a lot of videos that have explained sorting, that explained farm management. Go through the YouTube channel and get yourself educated on this amazing content we have on the channel. So when that is done, so you say you spent an approximate 2.2 million. So if we remove the cost of the trampoline, because it's not a running cost, so that means what we just spent is 1.7 million to raise 1,000 catfish to table size. That's what we spent. Now, what is the current market value for this catfish? So the estimated sales after you've done the business, so for the 1,000, let's say we get 800 grams of body weight. So the price of the sale of fish varies from city to city. Some places they sell as high as 3,500 per kg, 4,000 per kg, 3,000 per kg, 2,800 per kg. So just take an average of 3,000 per kg for the feed sizes, for the fish you harvested. Now, bear in mind that they don't come out in the same size. So we have some that will be 500 grams, some will be 1 kg, some will be 1.5. So the sizes will also vary. So let's work with 3,000 per kg for them. Now, 3,000 per kg for 800 grams or 800 kg of fish you've gotten from the 1,000 you stock after feeding them. So if you sell at 3,000, you're looking at around 2.4 million as your estimated sales. Now, the price will vary. Management practices will make your price vary. Some persons, if they manage it well, they can get their 800 grams back. Some persons might not manage it well or get less than that. So it boils down to your management practices. So after you've gotten your estimated sales, like I said, those that will run maybe on gen, that will buy fuel to pump water, their cost of production will be higher. Those that just use only utility bill, their cost of production will be lower. So it also varies from farm to farm. But the calculation we did is just basically on the feed and the fish cost. There are other miscellaneous costs that varies from one farm to the other. So if you minus your 1.7 you spent on feed and fish from your estimated sales, you are getting around 700,000 as estimated profit. Now, doing the calculation for other expenses will also drive down the profit lower. Some persons might be getting at around 400, some persons around 500, based on your management practices in the farm. Now, with this, let's say you get around 350 after sales. So you can do your calculation and know what was my percent return of investment in this business. So you can make your projection to know if this is a profitable business for you to go into in the year 2025. Now, bear in mind, it takes you around 4 months to get them from the juvenile size to the table size. Now, do well to go through the channel. You have a lot of videos that will guide you. There are a lot of videos on different topics you want to learn in the fish farming business. So go to the description, follow the links, and sign up for the various products we have. We have different ebooks for learners, the beginners in farm. We have the farm record sheet to help you keep adequate record. We have the water test kits that can also help you to test the water parameters in your farm. Thank you.